Do you want to come be in my intro? Archie, come here. Come here. Come here. Archie, come here. Okay, anyway, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Abby. I still have not really figured out this whole intro thing. It's kind of weird for me. But anyway, I get asked all the time how I got started working for myself, not having a boss, working from home, all of that type of stuff. So I thought I would make a video for everyone that is interested, and hopefully it will inspire a few of you to either leave your job or start a new business on your own or start a new hobby. So I wrote some notes on my phone so that I do not forget anything. But basically I thought I would start out with a story of how this kind of evolved over time. So my senior year of college, back up. Before senior year of college, I've always been really into taking photos and had different cameras and loved all of that type of stuff. And all my friends knew it, so I would always like go out and take pictures with them and you know, that type of stuff. So then my senior year of college, I started taking some of my friends' senior photos just for fun, basically just to be like a good friend. And then their friends started asking me, and then on from there. So I had quite a few clients my senior year to do senior photos, which was really fun, but I just kind of thought it was like a one-time thing, you know, like I have a camera, I'll take photos, you know, I'm not really doing much else right now, so why not? So then I graduated college, and for those of you who've graduated college, you understand the pressure of needing to have a job. Basically you feel like if you don't have a job by the time you graduate, that you are behind everyone else. So I felt so stressed to get a full-time job, basically like the big girl job, and I was applying to anywhere and everywhere that I found online. I was looking on Indeed, literally anywhere that had to do with my major, which was marketing. And so anything like social media related, website, advertising, all that type of stuff. And so then instantly I had a bunch of interviews lined up. I was like, this is awesome. I went to the interviews. One company gave me a job offer right away, and I took it. And I didn't even take time to really think about if it was a good fit in the office, if the people that worked there, if the boss, like I literally didn't really think about any of that. I just thought it was money, it was a job, done deal, let's do it. And so then I started my job, and pretty much right away I had this like gut feeling that this was not the type of job for me. It was pretty unorganized, and it was just kind of a toxic environment, to be honest, and I just really didn't enjoy sitting in an office all day. So then, you know, I was like, not everyone likes their job, gonna stick it out. But on the side of that, while I was working this job, I was still taking photos. I was kind of working on some fun projects, mostly just like stuff for myself, not very many paid clients, just really just taking photos for fun. And then I got a new camera and kind of started kicking it up a notch. I had some clients, some paid clients, and I started raising my pricing, all that type of stuff. And then, so yeah, basically I was working on my photography, but it wasn't my main focus. It was just kind of something I was doing. I didn't really know if there'd be a future in it or whatnot. It was never my goal. It was just a hobby that I loved, and that's what I was doing on the side to kind of make me happy during my job. And so then when I was really unhappy with my job, I wasn't sleeping, I felt like my health was declining. It was just not at all for me. I was really unhappy. The best parts of my day were when I would wake up and go to the gym at 5 a.m. Like that is like the only way I got out of bed. And then I would just go to work. If it weren't for that, like it would have been such a struggle to get up. So yeah, basically I'm not really one to cry a lot or anything like that, but I cried at this job, and I just never felt like it was for me, but I didn't really know what else I would do. And then it kind of hit me that I should leave and that I can make something of this photography. And so one day, that's what happened. I really didn't have much of a plan, but I knew I would figure it out as I went. And so I left, and yeah, so when I left, I took a week off to have fun, kind of do my own thing, and kind of de-stress and detox from that toxic environment, which was so needed. And then after that week, I really kicked it up a notch. I was like, okay, I have to have a website. I need to start posting on like social media more. I need to set up some photo shoots. I need to have everything done, organized, have a logo, you know, create an actual business before I can know if this is a possibility. And if it didn't feel like it was a possibility, then I was gonna start applying for other jobs because I needed money and I really didn't know what was gonna happen. And so basically, yeah, I made a website. I really just stepped up and put all my energy into this hobby. And then I started having clients flood in, and next thing I knew, that next month I was booked with clients. I had a bunch of engagement sessions and senior photos, and I made the same, if not more, money that next month than I did at my job. So I was like, okay, this can be a thing. Like, I pushed myself, I got to this point, and now I'm making money. Obviously, in this type of industry or in this business, or working for yourself, you really don't know what it's gonna be like month to month. So that's definitely scary, but I saw that there was potential and I took it. So that's kind of the story of how it all kind of started on my own. And that's not the only thing I do. So there's like many ways to make money, but basically I focused on my photography, and then I picked up a part-time job at a boutique, which I do not work at anymore, but I worked there during the slower months when I knew that, you know, people aren't wanting to take photos here in Arizona, but I still need to work on my business. So I took something that wasn't as intense, and it was just a few hours a week. And then I started running a few social media accounts on the side, so when I have downtime, I do that, which is really nice because you can do that type of stuff any time of the day. Okay, so that's kind of like the story. Now I'm gonna get into kind of like the reasons why I wanted to be my own boss, because that's not for everyone, and you have to really push yourself and know what you're doing. So basically my reasons were, I wanted to work on my own time. If I wanted to do work at 9 p.m. I could, or 6 a.m. Or if I wanted to take a day off randomly and make up the work later on, I could. So that was kind of, and I didn't want a boss yelling at me all the time, telling me what to do, and I felt like I didn't really make a difference in the company. So yeah, that's kind of where that started. And then kind of what I mentioned was you actually see the difference. Like the hard work that you're doing, you get to see that happen, and that goes into effect, and you get to see the outcome of it. So if I'm out there taking photos and posting on social media and marketing my business and talking to people, then I have more clients coming in. I get to see that, and it's all me. It's not me doing one little thing in a business and then the next person does a little thing and the next person, it just goes down the line, and the person who makes all the money is the person who literally did nothing. So my third reason was that I was very unhappy. I felt like it was affecting my health, and it was a toxic work environment, and it's so important to realize that, distinguish it, and make a change. Do not stay in an environment because you feel like you have to, or because you feel like nobody likes their first job, or you just have to suck it up, or you'll like it as time goes on. Like, if you know that you're unhappy and you know that's not the right job for you, then leave. Find something else. There's always something else out there. You don't need to stay there for 1 year just to have that experience. Like, things always work out, so you should make sure that your health and your happiness come first. So my fourth reason was traveling is very important to me. So now I don't really have to worry about taking time off. I can travel whenever, and I can make money when I travel, which is awesome. It's like a bonus. Like, I can travel for work, or I can travel and make it work. And then my fifth reason was creative freedom. So I felt like at my job, I was a robot, even though I was doing marketing and stuff like that. Like, I was not being able to be creative couldn't think of these cool ideas and go work on them. Like when I made presets, or made my website however I wanted it to look, or started a different Instagram, stuff like that. Like I didn't get to do that at that job, and now I have total creative freedom to do whatever I want. Obviously, if you're not a creative person, like maybe that's not a reason for you, but there's other reasons, and like I think it's important to be able to have total freedom like that. Okay, so now to move on to how I make money from home and how to make money from home. So basically what I did was turn my hobby into a business. So my photography, which was strictly a hobby, it was for fun, I've always been into it, never once was it a goal of mine to become a photographer. Not saying that I don't love it, because I do, but I never thought that that was like going to happen. Like I didn't think that was a possibility. I didn't think you could make money from it. I just never saw that in my future. So you can turn your hobby into a business, like whether your hobby is training dogs or something like that. Like you can always turn what you love into a business. You just have to be passionate enough about it. So another thing is to find small jobs to pay your bills. So like I mentioned, I run a few social media accounts. I worked at a boutique. I sell my presets for money, my photography. I have multiple different ways that I have income coming in. So those all add up. And that's the best way to do it when you're first starting out, is to have side jobs, have side things to make ends meet and to save money. Because there are times where I'm making a ton of money with photography, and then there's another month where I'm not making as much. But I had these side jobs to cover my bills at the very least. So my third tip is to go 100% in or not at all. So if you're trying to start a business, don't just like half-ass it, basically. Go in, invest in yourself, make it a priority. And if you're just kind of like, oh, I want to do it, but I'm scared of people are going to think of me, I'm scared to put myself out there, I'm scared of anything, it's not going to work. You have to believe in yourself, you have to invest in yourself, you have to do it, and just know that either you're going to learn from it or you're going to make a business, or both. But either way, something good is going to come out of it, whether or not your business is successful. So it's worth it to put that time and effort into it instead of just dreaming about it or kind of putting a little bit of effort into it here and there when I have time. Like, make it a priority. Okay, so number 5, number 4 was invest in yourself. I kind of mentioned that. How I invested in myself was buying camera equipment. Even though it was expensive, it paid off. Stuff like that. So number 5, turn every situation into a chance to make money. So basically how I do this is, if I'm traveling, reach out to people, see if they want photo shoots, see if you can do brand deals while you're traveling. Obviously that's not the same for every business, but if you are maybe like a blogger or something, reach out to brands and see if you can make up the money that you are spending on your travel. It doesn't even have to be travel, but if I'm going out somewhere, network with people, make it an opportunity everywhere you go. So number 6, don't give in to the down season. Pick up a new project or hobby. So depending on your business, mine has peak seasons and slower seasons. So in the summer here in Arizona, it is way too hot to be outside taking photos. Still do it, don't worry, but that's not the prime time. Like, that's not when I'm booked every single day. So I pick up other hobbies, like making YouTube videos. I made presets, different things like that you can make up money for, and maybe a new thing will start from it. Who knows? You could be running 2 businesses. But don't give in, because that peak season will make up for it. As long as you spend time in the down season marketing and working on things like that. So maybe putting a little bit more money than in those downtime to build something more for your business. Work on your business in that downtime. Okay. And number 7 is to surround yourself with people that inspire you and push you. So I would literally be nowhere if it weren't for my friends and family right now, because they always are inspiring me. I'm always around people that are like-minded and get me going and have new creative ideas in my mind. And I always have people that are pushing me and believing in me and basically helping me to get where I am now. So that's so important. If you have somebody in your life that doesn't believe in you, or, I mean, that's fine, not everyone's gonna believe in you, but maybe somebody that brings you down, or somebody that doesn't see the importance of it. Like, leave them, get rid of them, move on. Like, don't have friends that are not understanding why you're trying to work on this, because it's going to take you down, and it's going to make it harder for you to work on your business because you're not going to see the importance of it. Okay, and then the last topic is how I stay focused without having a boss all the time. So I don't have someone sitting here giving me tasks, somebody to report to every day. I don't have any of that. So it can be hard to stay focused, and this is definitely something that I'm always working on, because there are days where I wake up and all I want to do is just lay on the couch. Or there's days that I wake up and I'm so motivated that I literally work from 6 a.m. until 9 when I go to bed. So this is something I'm definitely working on, but some of my tips, so I create a to-do list every night before I go to bed, and basically on your notes on your phone, you can create little circles that you can fill in, which is so satisfying when you check them off. So basically I make a to-do list in order of the day. So like, first thing I do is wake up, let Archie out. So I put like, let Archie out and feed him, and then gym, and then edit this photo shoot, and then send out the photo shoot. A very detailed to-do list. And it's nice to reward yourself for those little things. So it's like, maybe sending out a photo shoot isn't that much work, but it feels good to mark it off of your list, and you needed to do it. So remind yourself daily that the only way to make money is if you're actively working towards your business. So if you're getting in a slump, or if you're not being productive, remind yourself that there's no way to make money unless you get your shit done. Okay, so the next one, turn down situations that are only going to set you back. And I feel like this is where a lot of people struggle. It's so important that, obviously, I go out and I socialize, and that's important for your business too. But going out every night or anything like that that can hold you back from your business, then you should say no to. At least more than you do now. So for me, I stopped going out at night as much, and basically made my business and my health and all of that a priority, versus needing to be with friends all the time and going out and, you know, all of that. So maybe yours is not traveling as much because you need to be at home to physically make something, but you can't do it when you're traveling. You know, whatever it is, make your business a priority over that. So I kind of mentioned small rewards, but basically what I do is, if I go through and I edit an entire photo shoot and I get it done, while it's downloading, I'll go watch a YouTube video or something that I enjoy, so that I have like small rewards for myself. So it's like motivating. I'll be sitting there editing photos, and then I get to go watch a YouTube video when I'm done, which is so awesome and so nice to like have that little break, which is the best part about being your own boss, is you get to do that. And then my last thing is to not burn out. So take time for yourself, a day or two a week. And this is something that I forget to do all the time. Like, I work on weekends. Whether or not it's like me sitting down and like working for hours, I'm still doing work on the weekends. Or for example, like last week I did a wedding show and we worked all weekend, and then I worked all week after that and the week before that. So it was like I literally had no break, and I felt very burnt out, and that's not good. Like, you need to take a day and just go do something for yourself. Like, go hang out with friends, or go to the pool, or go get a massage. Do something for yourself every once in a while, because it's hard. Being a business owner, you feel like you have to work from the time the sun comes up to the time the sun sets, which isn't true. You don't have to do that. You can take time for yourself. Don't burn out, because you're gonna lose interest in it, and you're not gonna work as hard, and it's gonna be hard to motivate yourself. So basically that's everything, but my number one piece of advice is to believe in yourself, even if people do not believe in you, because down the road they'll see the value in what you're doing, but they may not see it right away, because you have a vision and you have an idea, and other people don't see that, and that's okay, but they will eventually. If they don't, then see it. Like, see them, bye, whatever, you know, you don't have to deal with them. But believe in yourself, because there's a reason why you have this idea, and something good will come from it. Whether you learn something or you create something awesome, whatever. Just believe in yourself, and the people that are your friends and family will believe in you eventually. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I have. I'm sure I forgot something. I'm very forgetful, but I tried to make a list of everything I wanted to talk about. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this inspired some of you to step out of your comfort zone, start a new hobby, start a new business, push yourself for something new, whether or not it's quitting your job. But if you need to quit your job, do it. But I just hope that this helped some of you, and I hope it answered some of your guys' questions, because I do get questions all the time from clients and people on Instagram wondering how I make a living when I'm literally just sitting on my couch all day. Obviously I leave and do things, but I work from my couch, I work from my phone, and so people ask me all the time how I actually make a living from that. So hopefully this answered some of your questions, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.